Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be showcasing Lady Nagant in My Academia Ultra Impact. That is right, they added Lady Nagant into My Academia Ultra Impact, which is really cool. I'm really glad that this game is caught up with the latest season of the My Academia anime. I think it's really cool because that way we can get really cool, new and unique characters from the latest season like Lady Nagant, which is really awesome. And it's also really cool because, again, she is a unique character, meaning she's not in any other My Academia game, and I really like when My Academia games do that, add some unique characters into their games. And it's really cool that we got Lady Nagant because she's an awesome villain, and I hope we get to see her return in the future in the anime because she's a really cool villain. And yeah, so let's just dive into the showcase because I think she's a really cool character. So she is a UR character and she is a purple type, and I have her maxed out in the level department and the advanced leveling department, and I only have her at trust level 1, and she is unawakened mainly because I literally just pulled her a couple of hours ago. Her banner is right now in rotation, so this is going to be good because if you aren't sure if you want to pull for her or not yet, this video will hopefully help you decide if her kit is worth it or not, which I think it is because honestly she's a really good character. So let's go over her ability boards. So I am currently on page 5 on the basic route. I finished the piece route, and I haven't started on the DX piece route because I haven't pulled any other copies of Lady Nagant yet. And I'll probably continue on the basic route, I mean, at least up to the awakening part, because obviously I want to awaken her just like all my other characters, but I may even continue past it because she's a really good character for PvP in my opinion. So yeah, going over her skills, she has an event bonus for the double-sided encounter with the past event, where it will increase items obtained from the event quest by 30%, which is pretty cool. Going over a plus ultra move, it's called Stepping Snipe. Deals 600% damage to a single opponent. When character has bullseye, the skill gains piercing shot and cancels the opponent's temporary last stand. Also gives character bullseye for 4 turns when character's bind resistance is increased. So overall, a pretty good plus ultra move. 600% damage to a single opponent is pretty alright. When character has bullseye, the skill gains piercing shot and cancels opponent's temporary last stand is really good for PvP for multiple reasons, because in PvP there are basically 2 types of metas. There's the defensive meta where a lot of characters like to use like barriers and things like that, and then there's the speed meta where a lot of characters have like evasion and other things like that. So that sentence right there really just destroys both metas of PvP, where bullseye is basically where the character will never miss. Well, basically that destroys the speed meta because that means you can counter evasion, and piercing shot counters the defensive meta because that goes through barriers. And on top of that, it cancels the opponent's temporary last stand, which a lot of PvP characters like to have. So she really is good for PvP, like really good. Now, don't worry about when character has bullseye, because the only way the skill gains piercing shot and cancels the opponent's temporary last stand is when she has bullseye. She gets that throughout her moveset naturally. So yeah, that is a pretty solid plus ultra move to start with. Going over her first action skill, it's called One Shot, One Bullseye. It deals 350% damage to a single opponent. This skill gains piercing shot if the character has bullseye, decreases the opponent's power by 20% for 3 turns, and decreases the opponent's speed by 25% for 3 turns. Also increases character's plus ultra gauge by 20%. The cooldown time on it is 5 turns, and overall it's a pretty solid action skill. 350% damage to a single opponent is pretty nice. The skill gains piercing shot if the character has bullseye. That's going to be something reoccurring, just like her plus ultra move where it says when character has bullseye, the skill gains piercing shot. Same thing goes for her first action skill, and you'll also see that in her second action skill when we get to it, but it's something that reoccurs throughout her moveset. So basically, all of her moves have piercing shot if she has bullseye, which again, she gets naturally throughout her moveset. Decreases the opponent's power by 20% for 3 turns, and decreases the opponent's speed by 25% for 3 turns are nice debuffs, again, especially for PvP. Decreasing the opponent's power by 20% for 3 turns is nice, but decreasing the opponent's speed by 25% for 3 turns is really nice for the speed meta, so really good. Also increases character's plus ultra gauge by 20% is really nice, especially because in her plus ultra move, it will give the character bullseye for 4 turns when character's bind resistance is increased, and we know how important it is to get bullseye. So yeah, it's a good move to get her plus ultra move faster, and cooldown time on it is 5 turns, which isn't the greatest, but I mean, it's solid, especially when you see her next action skill, which is called Sky Shot, where it deals 325% damage to a single opponent. This skill gains piercing shot if the character is bullseye, again, just like our other moves. Gives character bind resistance for 4 turns. Reduces character's action skill cooldown time by 1 when used in a successfully executed skill chain, which is really easy to do. You're going to be doing skill chains all the time. If we just skip ahead a little bit, cooldown time on this move is 5 turns, so that's really nice. It'll reduce it down to 4. And Also gives character the ability to hide for 2 turns when used in a second or later successfully executed skill chain, which is really nice as well because, again, easy to do, and you get the ability to hide, which basically means the opponent can't target you, which again is really nice for PvP. So overall, this is a solid action skill as well. It gives you that bind resistance increase, so you get the bullseye effect on your plus ultra move, which is really nice, which then in turn means all your moves are getting piercing shot, which is really nice. It also gives you the ability to hide and reduces the action skill cooldown time by 1, which is really good. So that is a really awesome second action skill. Moving on to her first auto skill, it's called Human Sniper Rifle. Gives bullseye to the character for 2 turns, so she just right off the rip gets bullseye, which means she gets piercing shot for all of her moves right off the rip, which is really nice for 2 turns. Gives character bullseye for 1 turn every 3 turns, which again, she just naturally gets bullseye again. When character has bullseye, increases character skill impact by 30% and speed by 25%, which is really amazing buff. Skill impact by 30% is awesome, and speed by 25% is really nice for PvP. Going over a second auto skill, it's called One Hit Kill. Gives character the ability to hide for 2 turns every 3 turns, which is nice again, meaning she can't be targeted. When character is hiding, increases character's critical hit rate by 35% and critical skill impact by 25%, which is really nice for PvE, specifically VE Tower, which is really nice. So overall, she has a really impressive kit. I feel like this kit is really designed for PvP, but that last auto skill also makes it usable for PvE as well. But I feel like she's primarily going to be used for PvP. How I would use this character in a nutshell is, let me see. Well, I think the combo route really doesn't matter because right off the rip she gets bullseye. So that means all of her moves have that piercing shot ability, which is really nice. And I feel like if you just use these skills in any order, you should be fine. But yeah, overall, she has a really solid kit, so let's take her into VE Tower to show her off gameplay-wise, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so we're here in the VE Tower, and we're taking Lady Nagant to the quick stage, difficulty level S, and then we're going to go to floor 2. The reason why is because, well, first off, I think she can handle a difficulty level S scenario because she's a UR character, even though she's not awakened. And then the reason why we're going to this stage and this floor is because of the boss Redestro. The main reason why is because Redestro on the stage gains like a ton of barriers, and we know Lady Nagant gets the ability Piercing Shot, which basically counters barriers, so I feel like she'll be like the perfect opponent for Redestro, so that's why we're taking her to this stage. And yeah, that's the reason why we're here, so let's go into the team I designed for her. So here is the team I designed for Lady Nagant. We're going to ignore the sub characters like usual because they're just sub characters, and we're going to just pay attention to the regular team, and let's go over the memory I gave her. So the memory I gave her is called About Your Quirk. It's a UR memory, and the reason why is because it increases character's critical hit skill impact by 50%, and also increases character's critical hit rate by 15%. Nothing specific to Lady Nagant because she already has like a pretty well-rounded kit. I just want to see how hard she can hit, and that's why I gave her this one, because it increases character's critical hit skill impact by 50% and also increases character's critical hit rate by 15%, so that's why I gave her this memory. And that's also why Jiro's on the squad, because of one of her auto skills. Her auto skill Power of Expression increases skill impact of all ally purple type characters by 25%, so that's why I have Jiro on the squad as well. And then the reason why I have Hado on the team is because of her healing capabilities, because we're showcasing Lady Nagant and we don't want her dying, so just in case she comes close to dying, we have Hado on the squad to heal her back up. So that is the team I designed for Lady Nagant, so let's get into it. Alrighty, there is Lady Nagant's intro, pretty cool, and we're facing Redestro. I think he is the only unique character that hasn't been released globally yet, so hopefully they'll release him soon because he's another character I'm really excited for. But yeah, so let's get into this match. So I'm going to use one shot, one bullseye first, and then we'll use the other action skill and then the plus ultra move next. She gains piercing shot, so it went right through the barriers, which you can see Redestro has, which is really nice. And I feel like we're going to take out Redestro first, and then we'll go for Shigaraki, mainly because I just want to showcase the piercing shot against the barriers. So basically what I'll do is I'll have the other ones target Shigaraki while we're battling Redestro with Lady Nagant, so yeah. Also, we're going to use Sky Shot second or later in the skill chain to gain those other bonuses, so make sure you remember that. And Piercing Shot right through those barriers, which is nice. Also pretty solid damage. Alright, and now let's showcase her plus ultra move. Let's slow it down because she's a UR character, which means she gets a custom plus ultra move, which is really cool. So yeah, here we go. Boom, whips out the sniper rifle, shot, and then she uses airwalk, which is really cool. And boom, I really like her plus ultra move. I think it's pretty solid. So yeah, let's keep going. Alright, now let's dump these out, and then, actually no, because we want to use these in skill chains, so never mind. Wait, hold on, sorry. This targets Redestro, and then the other ones target Shigaraki. Yep. Alright, boom, piercing shot, and boom, boom. Oh, Redestro's barrier went down. Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, and then let's do this again, and boom, boom, just in case the barriers go back up. Boom, boom, and boom. Alright. Alright, and now let's just dump the plus ultra moves. So here we go. Wait for Redestro to go, and then Lady Nagant. I really like her plus ultra move, actually. Like, I like how it incorporates airwalk. Like, I really like that. And also, it did like 49,000 damage, which is really solid. Alright, and then let's just skip these because we're not Lady Nagant. But yeah, I definitely think she's going to be really good for PvP, but I definitely think she'll have her PvE uses as well. But I definitely think she's primarily designed for PvE, or not PvE, PvP. Because again, she has bullseye, and then she also has, you know, the piercing shot, which is really important, especially against characters with barriers, which is really nice. So yeah, and this should finish off Redestro, I think. Yep. Alright. But yeah, that is Lady Nagant, pretty solid, and here's her outro. Cool, she puts away her sniper rifle, and yeah, overall, I definitely really like Lady Nagant in this game. I think she's a really solid character. Like I said multiple times throughout this video, I definitely think she's going to have her main uses in PvP, but I can definitely see her being used in PvE as well. And yeah, overall, she's a really cool character, and I'm really glad that we got Lady Nagant, a really cool villain from My Academia Season 6, and I hope we get to see her more in the future. And yeah, that is my showcase for Lady Nagant. If you guys did enjoy, please like and subscribe. That'd be really amazing. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.